So Barack Obama has been slowly ramping up the war in Iraq again. Of course, we're in Afghanistan. We're going to be there forever. We've been there for 15 years. 5 more years, we get a gold watch. And so Barack Obama, he's been slowly ramping it up. You see all the headlines, right? Obama orders 200 more to protect. Obama orders 1,500. Obama orders. So he's ordering more. Let's let Rachel Maddow's going to tell us.
The largest expansions yet. Secretary of Defense Ash Carter took a surprise trip to Iraq, and he announced there that another 560 American troops will be deployed into Iraq, this time specifically to help retake the large Iraqi city of Mosul.
Oh, so I guess everything should be fixed then after that. We just need another 450. Is that what they said is going over there? So just a couple of hundred more guys, and I think everything, that's all really that we really need to fix the Middle East. What are they doing? A couple of hundred more? What a couple hundred more guys? What are you doing? What is that about? So Barack Obama, here he is. By the way, not getting out of Afghanistan either. What?
Mosul's been taken more times than Liam Neeson's daughter.
What is wrong with you?
Barack Obama.
Not a quagmire, by the way. No. We're not going to let Iraq and Afghanistan
not a quagmire. So they're still sending people back. So now we have about, Rachel, how many people we have?
From ISIS control. This latest addition means that we're now back up officially to about 4,600 American troops in Iraq.
What about unofficially?
Unofficially, the number is larger than that. Unofficially, the number has already cleared 5,000 Americans back in Iraq.
So we got 5,000 troops in Iraq. We got 10,000 troops in Afghanistan, at least. This latest round of bombing being brought to you by Nobel Peace Prize winner Barack Obama for people who enjoy irony with their bombing. So going back, we're back in Iraq full. We got people, everything's going, we're ramping up. We're going to fix that Middle East. If it takes just a couple hundred more guys, we're going to fix it. We're going to fix the Middle East with a couple hundred more guys. What the F? So here's what Barack Obama has to say about ramping up in our wars.
In January, the next U.S. president will assume the most solemn responsibility of the commander-in-chief, the security of the United States and the safety of the American people.
And you know how you secure the United States? You just start bombing other countries who haven't attacked us. Like Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan. Didn't attack us. The Al-Qaeda attacked us. We got rid of the Al-Qaeda in about a week. We're still there 15 years later. So they've somehow foreign wars of choice are now termed they're safe because to keep us safe. That's my biggest. I got to keep you safe. So that's why I've drone bombed 7 different Muslim countries. That's why we're keeping you safe. When we went into Libya, that's to keep you safe because Libya was going to attack us. It's not to keep us safe. It's got nothing to do with keeping us safe. Nothing to do with keeping us safe. All right.
The decision I'm making today ensures that my successor has a solid foundation for continued progress in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure he has a solid foundation for progress. What that means is we're keeping troops there. We're going to keep the war going. I'm going to make sure that we keep the war going for my next predecessor. We're going to make sure when he gets into office, or she, that they have a full-blown war going so they don't have to worry to start one themselves. We're going to make sure that it's unbelievable.
I like that all of the last 100 years of history tells us that progress in Afghanistan is literally impossible.
Literally impossible.
Yes. It's gonna be the way it's gonna be.
You're not gonna make
There's nothing you can do.
You can't get clean water to people in Detroit. You can't get clean water to people in Flint, Michigan. You can't get clean water to people in Flint, Michigan still. And somehow all we need is a couple of more guys with rifles and we're gonna fix some problems over in Iraq. People dying for lack of health care in America every day. People in debt, people with no retirement savings, people with lead in their water. We got no answers for the people here at home. But we're going to, you know what? I know what will fix Afghanistan. 10,000 more people with guns.
Yep.
You know what will also fix Iraq? Maybe 450, maybe 5,000 people with guns. Who knows?
This war is like the Motel 666. It just never closes, and we'll keep the light on for you for the next president.
I think that the goal that he's setting in Afghanistan and Iraq it's getting closer to Korea, what basically we pulled in Korea, which is we're just going for a stalemate at this point.
Yeah, we're just going to stay there forever.
Right.
They're staying there. They're not leaving.
Right. But they're also hoping that it's going to be like 10,000 troops, but they go there. That's their tour. Nothing happens. They go home.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the guys who go to South Korea.
Right.
It's the shittiest gig in the army, but they go there. They hopefully don't get shot at, which, by the way, they do, and then they come home. So that's what they're going for at this point, because there's nothing to be won at this point.
So you're telling me.
Yeah.
So what does this mean for Barack Obama that he's ramping up So that's the thing. The guy gets the Peace Prize. That's the beauty of it, right? He gets the Peace Prize. He hadn't done anything yet. He gets the Peace Prize. He immediately ramps up the war in Afghanistan, started bombing Libya, put a hit on Osama bin Laden. Now we're back putting people in Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan again. That's the thing about those Peace Prizes, Robert. Nobody ever tries to win a second one.
Well, to be fair, the reason why they gave him the Peace Prize is because they couldn't figure out a way to actually shit in George W. Bush's mouth.
That's exactly right.
That was their consolation.
So what does
prize.
this mean for Barack Obama's legacy? What does this mean? I'm going to let is Chris Karnacki going to tell me what this means for his legacy? Let's see who's going to tell me.
Means that President Obama does not get to end the war in Afghanistan during his presidency. It means he does not get to bring back the troops, and it means that in one of his final acts as president, he is sending more troops into that conflict in Afghanistan at the same time that we're sending troops back into Iraq and now into Syria, increasing our involvement in the longest war we've ever fought in Afghanistan. 15 years now, and counting.
Yeah, and that's our Peace Prize winning president. That is awesome. That is awesome. He's been 8 years overseeing a war in Afghanistan, and he's got a Peace Prize to prove it. And he's ramping it up as he leaves office. He's going to ramp it back up. Same thing in Iraq. Same thing. Let's go. Enough with this peace shit. We gotta drop some fucking bombs and get some stuff done.